Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, April 21, 2025, suggests that Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missinswood, will react to Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, diagnosis. However, he's in denial. Meanwhile, the team at Forrester Creations is getting ready for a spectacular fashion show. In the next episode, fans can expect Steffy to continue reacting to Finn's text message. As Liam was dancing with Kelly Spencer, Sofia Perez, Finn let Steffy know the patient had left the hospital against medical advice. Then Finn alerted Steffy that it was urgent as Liam has an inoperable brain tumor. A preview clip for next week shows Finn sitting on the couch at home with Steffy. The executive is sobbing as she processes the impending death of her daughter's father. Finn will try to reassure his wife. However, Steffy then drops her own bombshell on the good doctor. Steffy informs Finn that she has to be the one to tell Liam that he's dying. Finn seems stunned, but under the circumstances, he might be okay with it. After all, half the staff violates HIPAA on a daily basis. Remember, it's a soap opera, not real life, so real-world rules don't apply. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam will learn that he has a fatal diagnosis. It seems that Liam doesn't want to accept that he's on borrowed time. Liam says in a preview clip that he doesn't accept his death sentence. Liam's denial might worry Steffy. She might even push and plead with Liam to stay in the hospital. However, that is the last place anyone wants to be in their final hours. It wouldn't be too far-fetched for Steffy to invite Liam to stay with her until he dies. What kind of man would Finn be if he refused? Fans will also see Forrester Creations get ready for a big fashion show. In a preview clip, Eric gushes to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Cricket Blair, Laura Lee Bell, the young and the restless, about mystery and magic. There are also going to be some guest stars and special appearances, including by Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag. The California sun rose over the cliffside estates of Los Angeles, casting long golden rays through the floor-to-ceiling windows of Forrester Creations. But inside the hearts of several key players, there was nothing but a gathering storm. As Monday's episode kicks off, the bold and the beautiful weaves a web of heartbreak, delusion, and glittering illusions, one that no character will leave untouched. Steffy Heartbreak. Steffy sat on the edge of her bed, the sheets still tangled from a restless night. Her hand reached out to the empty pillow beside her, where Finn's warmth used to linger. But now it was cold. It had been for weeks. Finn's betrayal, not with another woman, but with his mother, was something Steffy could not look past. Ever since Sheila had been miraculously freed, thanks to technicalities and some last-minute maneuvering by Bill Spencer, Steffy had lived in a constant state of unease. Finn hadn't just accepted Sheila's release, he had tried to understand her. And that, to Steffy, felt like the deepest stab of all. As she pulled on a black cashmere sweater, her eyes met her reflection in the mirror. Strong, fierce, but tired, so very tired. Downstairs, Thomas arrived unannounced, carrying a coffee and croissant as a peace offering. He didn't say anything as he handed them to his sister. He simply sat beside her on the couch, waiting for her to speak. "I can't do it anymore," she finally whispered. "I can't keep pretending like I'm okay with Finn being in love with a woman who should be rotting in prison." Thomas hesitated. "You don't think he's in love with Sheila, do you?" "No," Steffy muttered. "But he loves her in the only way that matters to him, as his mother. And that bond, that's stronger than what we have." Thomas took her hand. "Then you have to ask yourself, is this the hill your marriage dies on? Or is there something worth fighting for?" Tears welled up in her eyes. "I think I already lost." And with that, Steffy made a decision that would change the course of her future, and perhaps open the door to a past love she never fully buried. Liam's denial. Liam Spencer stood in front of the mirror at Spencer Publications, adjusting his tie, but clearly more focused on his reflection than the meeting at hand. Wyatt entered, holding a folder, but stopped cold when he saw Liam's expression. "Okay, what's going on? That's not your deal. Closer look." "That's your. I just saw my ex, and now I'm questioning everything face." Liam sighed. "I ran into Steffy at Il Giardino yesterday." Wyatt groaned. "Let me guess, you had coffee." There was laughter. "A moment. And now you're spiraling." There was something, Wyatt. I could feel it. She looked sad. Like she needed someone to remind her who she is. Who she was with me. Wyatt raised an eyebrow. "Are you sure you're not projecting your need to be her knight in shining armor again?" Liam ignored him. "Finn's done something to hurt her. I know it. And I'm not going to just stand by and watch her crumble. Not when I could be the one to put her back together." Wyatt crossed his arms. "So what? You're going to ride in on your Spencer horse and save the day, again? What about Hope?" Liam looked away, guilt flickering in his eyes. Hope made her choice. And maybe it's time I make mine. But what Liam couldn't admit, not to Wyatt, not to Hope, not even to himself, was that his obsession with Steffy was no longer about love. It was about control. About fixing something he had broken years ago. And denial. Denial was the suit he wore best. Eric's Majitiel Efashion Teshow. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, excitement was brewing. The team buzzed around the grand showroom, preparing for Eric Forrester's exclusive private fashion show. A showcase meant to remind the industry that age had nothing on genius. Eric, revitalized since recovering from his health scare, had poured his soul into this new collection. And this wasn't just another show. This was personal. Ridge stood backstage, watching his father adjust a cuff on a model with more enthusiasm than he'd seen in months. "You're sure you want to do this live? No safety net, no editing, no CGI. Just lights, cameras, and you." Eric smiled. "I've always believed fashion should be felt in the moment. We've lost some of that magic. I want it back." Ridge clapped his father's shoulder. "Then let's show them how it's done." As the lights dimmed and the music swelled, guests poured into the intimate venue. Among them, Brooke Logan, radiant in a champagne gown, seated front row. Carter and Katie, holding hands. Even Paris returned for the event, freshly back from a design tour in Milan. But it wasn't the designs that stole the show, it was the storytelling. Each piece told a chapter: youth, rebellion, heartbreak, redemption. A metallic pantsuit shimmered like a phoenix rising from ashes. A flowing gown in sapphire blue whispered of forgiveness. A velvet coat with hand-stitched embroidery seemed to capture the legacy of the Forrester name. By the end, when the final model, Luna, walked the runway in a breathtaking rose-gold ensemble inspired by Eric's late wife Stephanie, the entire room was on its feet. Eric stepped out, eyes misty, and took a bow to thunderous applause. Even Ridge, known for his perfectionism, had to admit, the old man still had it. Backstage, Brooke embraced Eric tightly. "You brought the magic back," Eric chuckled. "It never really left, it just needed a little dusting off." Unexpected interactions. As the night wrapped, the characters found themselves colliding in ways none of them had anticipated. Steffi, having attended the show as a professional obligation, found herself cornered by Liam near the valet. "You look stunning tonight," he said, unable to mask the emotion in his voice. "Don't," she warned. "I just want to help," he insisted. "Whatever's going on with Finn, you don't have to go through it alone." Steffi stared at him, the space between them electric. "I'm not yours to save, Liam. I never was." Elsewhere, Finn watched them from a distance, jaw clenched. He hadn't been invited to the show. Steffi's choice, and now, watching her connect with Liam again, he realized just how badly he had miscalculated. Sheila had promised to stay away, she hadn't. And now he was paying the price. In a far quieter corner of the showroom, Luna approached Eric. "You believed in me when no one else did," she whispered. "Thank you for letting me close the show." Eric smiled kindly. "You reminded me why I started doing this in the first place. Passion. Fire. Risk." She beamed, but in her eyes, a flicker of doubt. She still hadn't told Archie the full truth about the night of the drugged mints, and the consequences of her silence weighed heavily. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BAUTFULUPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.